The CMO Survey has been collecting and disseminating the opinions of marketing leaders to predict the future of markets, track marketing excellence, and improve the value of marketing in organizations and society since 2008. This 30th edition, based on data from 314 marketing leaders at for-profit companies, 97% of whom are VP level or higher, offers key marketing spending indicators while also examining changes in marketing leadership, growth strategies, branding decisions, marketing hiring, and the use of marketing metrics in companies. Marketing's role has expanded over the last 3 years. While brand, advertising, and digital marketing are the function's top 3 responsibilities, marketing has also deepened its responsibilities in key strategic areas such as marketing analytics, revenue growth, innovation, and market entry. Marketing budgets as a percentage of overall company budgets dropped to 12.3%, near pre-COVID levels. However, marketing budgets as a percent of company revenues rose to 10.9%. Yearly growth in marketing spending slowed a notable 72%, from a 10.4% increase in the last survey to just 2.9% growth in this survey. And while digital marketing spending also slowed, the decrease was much less dramatic, a 45% reduction from a 15% increase in digital marketing spending in the last survey to an 8.2% increase in this survey. On average, companies are spending about 54% of marketing budgets on digital marketing. Marketers overwhelmingly think that having the right talent contributes most to future organic revenue growth, with having the right operating model as second most important. Having the right technology jumped in importance to revenue growth from 9% to 13.5% over the last 3 years. In terms of spending on specific growth strategies in the past 12 months, the highest percentage of spending was allocated towards low-risk market penetration strategies, followed by offering development, marketing development, and diversification. The exception was B2C service companies, which increased spending on market development by 112% in the last year, from 7.9% of budgets to 16.7%. Organic growth is projected to continue to dominate growth strategies over the next year, with 71% of companies using this approach relative to partnerships at 12.5%, acquisitions at 11.8%, and licensing at 4.7%. While companies spend an average of 40% of overall budget on long-term brand building and 60% on short-term performance, marketing leaders report they would ideally spend about 50% on each category. Building a brand is not the sole responsibility of the marketing department. In terms of cross-functional work on the brand, marketing is reported to work best with sales and distribution, and least well with human resources and finance, 2 key strategic partners for brand effectiveness. Companies are most likely to embrace ideas that connect brands to a strong customer-focused purpose, 5.9 on a 7-point scale, and least likely to connect brands to a strong planet-based focus, 3.5 on that same 7-point scale, with social and employee purpose between these 2 extremes. Responding to uncertainty in the economy, marketing organization size growth significantly slowed to just a 3.4% increase over the last year. This is a huge drop from the past 2 surveys, when levels were between 12 and 15%, and is below the long-term historical average for the survey since 2010, which is around 5.6%. Consistent with this, marketing hires are predicted to grow at a much slower rate in the next 12 months, with a meager 3.9% increase predicted in the next year, down from the 10.5% increase predicted 1 year ago. Marketing leaders report that the number of people working from home all of the time is around 39% of their marketing organizations, which is smaller than the 49% reported in the last survey. Similar levels of their organization work from home some of the time at 57% in both surveys. Marketers use an array of metrics with a set of tactical and short-term metrics used most consistently, including sales revenue, digital, web, and mobile performance, content engagement, and lead generation. Key strategic and longer-term metrics, such as brand equity, customer insight usage, brand differentiation, and willingness to pay, as well as customer lifetime value, are, on the other hand, among the least likely to be measured. Compared to 2 years ago, there is an increase in the use of these key strategic metrics, whereas more tactical, short-term metrics show flat or weakened use over this same time period. Marketers continue to report their customers' top priority for the next year is superior product quality, a growing trend over the last 2 years that was first observed at the onset of the pandemic. While low price ranked only 5th at the onset of the pandemic and 3rd in the September 22 survey, it is now the 2nd highest priority. This is likely due to customers becoming more price conscious due to inflationary pressures and the uncertainty that they have about the economy. 61% of companies report increasing the number of channels used to reach customers. 57% are returning to pre-COVID face-to-face channels, and only 7% are reporting that pre-COVID face-to-face channels have gone completely digital. Finally, 45% of companies are using social channels to sell products and services. The CMO Survey Award for Marketing Excellence is selected by fellow marketers. It's given each spring to one company that's judged to set the standard for excellence in marketing across all industries, and the companies viewed as setting the standard in their own respective industries. Apple Inc. is the overall winner for the 15th straight year. Industry winners include Amazon, the Procter & Gamble Company, Nike, the Coca-Cola Company, and Salesforce Inc. 3 different reports summarize these 30th edition results. The top-line report shows aggregate results, while the firm and industry breakout report shows how results vary by 5 different company and industry characteristics, including sector. The Highlights and Insights report shares key survey metrics, trends, and insights over time. I hope you find the results for this 30th edition useful in your work.